As Memphis reaches 270 homicides in 2021, more community leaders spread the message to stop the violence.
Merle, tonight a group gathered in a church for a youth empowerment rally to focus on the violence among our young people.
Fox 13's Kayla Solomon was there for the rally. She joins us live from Whitehaven, where it happened. Kayla?
Merle, we often hear about the violence happening here in Memphis, but we never really hear about the solutions. So tonight, a group gathered to talk about those solutions, and they had a few special guests on hand to try to get the ball rolling.
Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I see potential soldiers fall.
As community leaders continue their conversations on the violence in Memphis, some gathered at the Dominion Church to discuss solutions.
We get some outside ideas that we don't necessarily have in our community. So all ideas are good toward the betterment of the whole.
Carla Stott says the rally is part of Telecast Media's Stop the Violence weekend, and they brought speakers to shed even more light on the problem. One of them was Charles Sims, who is the great-great-great-grandson of James E. George, a former Mississippi state senator.
In 1890, he authored the Constitution of Mississippi, and he became the primary architect of the Jim Crow laws. That's not who I am. That doesn't define me. It never has. I believe that love is stronger than hate.
Another was Freeway Ricky Ross, a convicted drug trafficker who was sentenced to life in prison but was released after serving 20 years. Now he said he travels the country telling his story as a lesson to others.
We just want to try to educate our youngsters on when you take a life, how much you affect not only that person, but that person's family, your family.
Ross said these rallies are aimed at the young adults and teens, but also the parents and mentor figures who could be getting more involved sooner. He said that's something he didn't have.
I believe that if I would have had somebody to teach me the right steps that I should have been making, that I never would have went to prison for 20 years, that I would have probably been running a Fortune 500 company, because I had the smarts, but I didn't know I had the smarts.
State Representative Joe Towns Jr. was also in attendance at the rally. Live in Whitehaven, Kayla Solomon, Fox 13 News.
All right, thank you, Kayla.